Hey y'all, it's Roshida Dowe here with the simplest career break plan tip I can ever give you. So if you're planning your career break, you're going to want to listen to this. This is my plan for you if you're like, what is the easiest way I can think about when I should go on a career break? What should I do? How do I make this work? I've got an answer for you today. It's my foolproof way to know if you're ready and when you should go. We'll get you there. So start with me. I need you to get one piece of paper and a pen. Blank piece of paper. It can be lined, it doesn't matter. On your piece of paper, you're going to write down a date. The date you'd like to go on a career break. So on my piece of paper, I wrote January 1st of next year. Okay, so first step. Second step after that is we're going to start brainstorming. So hopefully you've already got some thinking going about if I want to go on a career break, when would I go? You can pick a random date. You can put some thought into the date. Doesn't really matter. We're on to step two. Step two is above the date, write down a bunch of things that you would need to do before you're ready to go on your career break. So say you need to quit your job. You need to sell your house. Sell house, sell car. I don't know, get a side hustle to make some more money. Side hustle. My writing's really bad, but a few things there. Then, this is what you're doing before you leave, the date you're leaving. Below this, start writing a list of things you want to do on your career break. So maybe you want to write that book. Write that book. It's always been in your spirit. It's something you really want to do. You are ready. Maybe you want to learn how to scuba dive. I did that. It was pretty fun. How to scuba dive. Get certified. I did that in Cartagena. Maybe you want to go trace your ancestors and go to wherever they're from. A few ideas, add that to the list. At the end, it's gonna look something like this. List of things, the date, things to do before, things you wanna do after. And then I want you to sit with this list for a few days and figure out how it feels. Every day, pull it out and look at the list and figure okay, is this list of things I have to do before I leave, is this manageable with the date I picked? And don't let fear tell you it's not manageable. Really sit in it and think, if I really, really want to do these things, could I do these things before I leave? If you need to sell a house and your date is next week, maybe not be that manageable before you leave. Maybe you can do it while you're gone, things to consider. But, be realistic with yourself. And then look at the things that you've planned to do after you leave, the bottom half of the list, and figure out how excited you are about those things. Are those things you really want to do? When you look at this piece of paper, how do you feel? Do you feel anxious or do you feel excited? Do you feel both? Are you just a ball of emotions and you don't know what to do? Really sit and look at this list and refine things does this date work for me? Are there more things I need to add to my to-do list? Are there different things that I want to do on my career break? Sit with that and you'll have a better idea based on your feelings about what's going to work for you and what's not. And maybe you look at this and you're like, no, I don't need a career break. I'm fine. I don't there's nothing I want to do on my break that's exciting. There's nothing I want to do different than what I'm doing right now. Maybe this isn't the time for you. Or maybe you look at it and you're like, I picked a date a year away, but I could do everything I need to do in the next 6 months. So why don't I change that date? So I would say refine that piece of paper, refine your mini plan for a week. And then if you're ready and you're feeling it, it's time to really start planning and putting your to-dos into motion and start planning for when your career break will be and planning around that. Write that date in your calendar and get to work. So hopefully you got a lot of helpful advice. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I always get like this at the end of these lives. Hopefully this was helpful for you. And if it was, Give it a little like, maybe share it with your friends if you're catching me on the replay. Hey! If you have any comments, drop them in the box and I will answer them in the comments.